3 things most people with phobias realise too late. Number 1, they could have cleared the phobia without having to face the actual thing they're terrified of. For example, a spider, a flight, etc. And how is this possible? EFT tapping has strategies that deliberately create a distance from a thought, feeling or memory. It is therefore not important that a person forces themselves to remember exactly what happened and suffer through it all over again. Number 2, a person doesn't need to have waited months, years or decades to be free of the phobia, but waiting alone did not make the phobia disappear. Some people think that if they distract themselves from what they are afraid of, then it needn't bother them. But as we all know, the memory of an experience in the past can be triggered in the here and now at any time. For example, let's take Janet, who would not drive a car since a horrific accident 11 years before. She now took the bus everywhere to avoid cars. However, she's offered a job requiring her to have a car to do visits to places which were not all on the bus routes. On hearing this, her mouth goes dry and she starts to feel cold and scared. An image flashes into her mind of the car crash and she suddenly can smell some burning rubber. It was as if she was right back there experiencing some of the horror of the accident. Her body goes into fight, flight and freeze and she no longer feels in control. No wonder she wanted to push all of this from her mind. Yet here she has no choice but to re-experience the awful accident, her phobia of cars. Her phobia of cars formed from that first horrific event, and in order to clear it, she would need to clear the distress she has connected to each aspect of the accident. What is an aspect? Well, in her case, there were a number of aspects coming back. The image and the sound of the car hurtling out of control towards her, a deafening sound of the impact, the smell of burning rubber, amongst others. Using EFT tapping, she was able to clear the distress originally experienced associated with each of these aspects. This took less than an hour in her case, and moving forward meant she no longer was triggered into fight, flight, freeze at the thought of getting behind the wheel of a car. Number 3, someone can completely clear a phobia in just 1 or 2 sessions with an EFT tapping practitioner. A phobia may be formed from 1 or 2 significant experiences, yet can be reinforced over time every time when the object of the phobia is mentioned, seen or remembered. Fear builds upon fear. In fact, the fear can feel so intense that it's hard to believe that the whole phobia that has been suffered for such a long time can actually be worked with and cleared in just an hour or 2. Yet with EFT tapping, or emotional freedom techniques as is otherwise known, this is possible, as evidenced by thousands of satisfied clients. And if you'd like to book a call to discuss learning or experiencing EFT, then click here, eb4.co/Rachel Kent. If you would like to know more about EFT, please subscribe to my channel and click the notifications bell. Thank you for watching.